Today I'm going to talk about something very, very important, but it's a secret. Shh, come in closer.
It's free real estate.
We're going to talk about free real estate today. I'm going to give you 4 examples of how to get free real estate in today's video. My name is Shiloh Lundahl, and you are watching the Improved channel focused on real estate investing. So when I say free real estate, I don't mean that the real estate actually cost no money. But what I mean by free real estate is it was free to me, meaning that I was able to coordinate some way of being able to acquire real estate without any of my own money. So I know that you guys have heard of low or no money down real estate, and that's basically what this is. So I have 4 examples of how to acquire real estate with zero money out of your own pocket. Let's take a look at the first one. All right, so if we take a look at the first one that we have is a seller finance deal. This property we purchased in Mesa, Arizona a couple of years ago. The value for this property was $165,000. There was a loan on it for $98,000, and they wanted $142,000 for this property. The seller was willing to carry a $25,000 note, and we got a private money lender who was willing to bring in $20,000 in order to help us buy the property. So when you get the value of $165,000, and then we were able to either assume their mortgage or we were able to just keep their mortgage in place, so we didn't have to go to the bank and qualify for this property, they were willing to carry $25,000 in a second note on the property, second to the bank. And they were willing to carry that note for the next 5 years. Then we also had a private money lender who wanted to learn about what we were doing and how we were doing it. So he was willing to put another $20,000 note on this property so that he could learn some of the process of how to acquire properties with low and no money down. So with this property, with the bank loan of being $98,000, with the seller carrying a $25,000 second, and with the private money lender bringing in another $20,000, in the end, we had very little to none of our own money in this property. And we just refinanced it a little while ago, and we were able to actually take out a little bit of money out of this property. So this is an example of
It's free real estate.
the next low and no money down deal is a partnership. So this property I purchased just a little bit earlier this year. Again, this one is in Mesa, Arizona. So the value of this property is $230,000. We were able to purchase it for $160,000. Now the repairs were going to be $15,000, and we got a hard money loan for $149,000. And my partner brought in $20,000 in order to help out with the purchase and the repairs. And we were able to get another private money lender to come in and lend $20,000 in order to help us finish the repairs and in order to help pay for any of the closing costs. So when all was said and done, we just got this property refinanced. We were able to pay off the hard money lender. We were able to pay off the private money lender. And my partner was actually able to get about $13,000 of his money back out of the property because I was able to find the property and I was able to bring together the deal. And because I have the more experience and I was able to get the loan on it, my partner is the one that actually has that money into the property. And I have zero of my own money into this property. So I have 50% ownership of this property with zero of my own money into the property. So partnership is another great way of being able to get into a property with no or low money down. So this is another example of
Free real estate.
So let's take a look at the next property that we were able to buy with none of our own money. All right, so this property is an example of a hard money and a private money loan. So we bought this property. It was valued at $156,000, but we were able to buy it for $105,000. It needed about $10,000 in repairs, and we got a hard money loan for it for $95,000. We also got a private money loan on it for $20,000. So when everything was all said and done, we were able to buy the property with a combination of hard money and private money. And so when you put that together, it covered the purchase and the rehab costs. And then when we refinanced the property, we were able to get a loan for $114,000, and we got a second position note from a private money lender for another $10,000. So in the end, we were really out zero of our own money in this deal as well. So that's another example of...
It's a free house!
All right, so let's take a look at our last zero money down real estate. We purchased a mobile home park earlier this year. The park had 29 spaces for mobile homes, but we only had about 10 mobile homes in the park, and some of them were vacant. So this is an example of one of our vacant properties in our mobile home park down in Florence, Arizona. With that park, we started to renovate some of the properties that were empty, and we were able to fill up some of those properties. And this is actually one of those properties, but rather than us renovating this property, we gave this property to our wonderful assistant, Yvette. She's amazing, and she's the one that runs most of our business. She's the one that takes care of all of our properties. And so as a bonus to her, we gave her this manufactured home. She then took that property and she renovated it, got it ready, and put a tenant in there. And so she just pays us lot rent for that property, but the rest of that money that she gets in rent goes straight to her. So this was an example for her of... So if you like this video, please subscribe, please like the video. It really helps me to be able to get this content out to more investors. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
It's free real estate.